So, welcome everybody. Funny, nice. But hang on, I have to take out those because otherwise I hear myself, which is very annoying. And I don't have to hear Achim today because he is sick at home, so we can't have him on the show. Which means that this show is probably going to be a little more chaotic than usual because I have to do everything myself and I don't have Achim to cover for me if I have screwed things up. So let's see how we can get started. Let's see if we are online. As always, my monitors for the live streams are over here. We are streaming to YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn today, just because we can. And then we'll see over time where we have the most viewers and where we have the best audience with the most comments. All right, I see the comments on Facebook here. Hi, people. Let's see. Okay, I see the comments on YouTube. Let's see if I have them, if I can pull them in this time. Yes, I can. Very good, very good. So, Margonaut, yeah, hi. Good to see you. Thank you for the feedback. The crazy professor from Brazil says hi. That's always good to have you. And Achim is watching from Austria. Little brother is watching you. Yes. Okay. Good. Hi guys, hope you're healthy and fine. I want to hear good news from you today. Let me know if you want me to share some new insights or give my personal bug report. We are always happy to get your bug reports. Just send them to me. Good news. Yeah, we have a lot of stuff that you will like, which we haven't released yet. So, for example, I think you wanted us to be able to record ISO record sources in the original frame rate and resolution, which we have now added, but will be released in one of the next releases. And Achim is quite anxious to get you the new access and get the new stuff out. Yeah, Gustavo, good to see you, little brother. Now talk to each other and ignore me. It's no, that's all right. Let's do this. So since I can get the YouTube stuff from the comments, which is great, I will watch the comments on LinkedIn, which I can't bring in yet. Xavier says, morning Oliver on LinkedIn. Yeah, it's late afternoon here, so going on evening. So yeah, I hope I'm not too tired to do a good show for you today, and also think about the things I want to do and get them right. So let's see if we have Facebook comments. We don't have any Facebook comments yet. So if you are watching on Facebook and want to say hi, feel free to do so. Let's see what we have here. I just saw some stuttering. Just make sure. As always, I am also using this, of course, to test new stuff. So I'm running mimoLive 611b2 with some added things that you will see later on Ventura actually. So living on the edge. I hope everything keeps together. And yeah. All right. So Calvin says hi on Facebook. Hi, Calvin. Yeah. Well, so this show is inspired by I went to the German Speakers Association convention last week, where I met with some colleagues and friends, and they had some nice ideas, and I thought I would do some of the things they suggested and try them out here live. I haven't tried them before, so we might run into some trouble. Maybe you can then make a meme out of it or something. So yeah. Also, we have last time, I think if you joined us, you saw that we've also fixed some of the color issues that mimoLive had over the years. And but that's in itself not something we can make a big fuss about. After all, it's been a bug that we fixed, and while people will enjoy the new, better colors, they also have, of course, a right to say this is nothing out of the extraordinary. So Achim made a new filter, and the new filter can take color lookup tables and manipulate the color of your camera, so you can do color grading, and that is something I can show you today because that's interesting. So to do that, I have my mimoLive Workbench set up here. As you can see up here is the playground document, which we are using to play around in, and on the other side is the output, so you can see if I change things, and the computer that does that. If I add, for example, an audio clock, an analog clock here, then you can see both the output and the document, and I can solo the document and can show you more in details what I can do, and also I can solo the output from the playground so we can see what's happening. So okay, so I promised that we would start with the color lookup table, and I will solo the background, the document here, and I'll show you that. I do have this is not working because I'm not using the correct keyboards. macOS 10 Ventura now has this very nice feature where you can control multiple Macs with the same keyboard and mouse, but that also means that sometimes I'm using the wrong mouse and the wrong keyboard. So let's do this. Yeah. Okay, so I have a camera 1 over here, which is taking an NDI video from a Lumens VC camera. And up here we have the FX button that you all know and love. And we can just select the new color LUT feature, and right away my camera picture has changed, and that is because the default setting is somewhat wonky. We're still looking for a number of color lookup tables to include with this layer, so with the filter. So you have a setting, a number of settings available right out of the box. I will just return to none here, so no color lookup table is applied, and just making the image a little bigger here, so you can see me. And so the way this is implemented is we have can you show us the render source performance monitor? I can show. You mean the one on the for the playground? That's a Mac Mini M1, and as you can see here, I have installed iStats menu, and the computer is doing basically nothing right now, and the render performance monitor here is also pretty idle, and I'm looking at the wrong monitor, so I look into the picture, and the source performance monitor is also not doing anything because I haven't added any filters yet. The color lookup filter doesn't do any work now. So, but I wanted to say that we have implemented the same method as the very popular OBS, and that's so you have hundreds of available lookup tables you can download for free from the internet. And the method is pretty simple. You have a 512 by 512 pixel image, and the image, I'm gonna show you one of those just so you can see what's going on. Demos, lookup tables. For example, this is a pack that I downloaded where someone set up Twitch streamer favorite camera settings in the lookup tables, and this is a lookup table pack here where we have some film presets, webcam presets, contrast filters to increase the contrast, and they look like this. So it's a 520 by 520 pixel image, and there is a sort of a neutral one which we should include in the shipping version that you can use. You can create, how did Achim tell me how to do this? You can create an image file with these 512 by 512 original tucked into a corner. Then you take the image, your photo taken or something like that. You play around with the settings so that the photo looks like what you want it to look like, and then you just cut out the 512 by 512 corner and put that into a JPEG or PNG file, probably better a PNG file, and you can load that into oops, I'm not using the correct mouse. And you can load that into mimoLive, and the way to do this is just drag it over to the sources, then go to the filter and select the very high contrast, and it will destroy the background here for me because I'm using I'm using a color lamp down here, and probably with a little too much light, so it's too heavy. So if I can, it gets cut off. Maybe I can switch, I can change and make it less brutal, so I get a better view here, better output. Or let's do some other inputs here. Let's do, for example, let's load something that does webcam presets. That makes it very that one, for example, makes it very colorful, so it over saturates the colors. So if I take that, it looks, pretty orange. Don't know if you want that, but the purpose of those lookup tables, of course, is that you can get any look you want. And so some people, for example, have provided lookup tables for black and white, which is also possible. Now I'm black and white. Yeah, so this is something that's coming up, and Margonaut. We have some comments. Well, the 512 by 512 method AKOB is nice, but if mimoLive would accept 33 cube LUTs from DaVinci Resolve, that would be much easier to truly color grade. That is true. However, the mathematics for these 33 cube LUTs are sort of elusive. If you have any information how to actually read that format and apply it, then just send it to me. We haven't been able to find a simple way to apply those. It seems that the DaVinci Resolve has some secret sauce that does those, and they don't, of course, like to share that. So that's yeah. I have crippled background because I guess it's because just 8-bit processing. Yeah, well, so yeah, the color lookup table that I used has some sort of maybe has the same value for certain color grades, so maybe that's why it's crippling. It's not every lookup table is crippling this, just this one. So well, we have to find lookup tables for inclusion. If you guys have any ideas which ones we should include, then let us know in the comments. And of course, Margot, we will look at this. You might be right. Achim said there's still some problem in the filter that he needs to figure out, and so we will, of course, have a better version once we ship it. This is work in progress, and I'm just showing you what will be possible in the future. Okay, so let's get back to this view. See if we have more comments on we have comments on YouTube. That's nice. And we have some do we have some comments on LinkedIn? Well, no more comments. So yeah, so next thing I was playing around with I created a virtual presentation template, which is used or can be or matches a suggested virtual pro speaker virtual presentation kit, which is on our mimoLive manual. So if you're looking for a setup, home setup for making virtual presentations, it's a recommended setup with a camera, a second computer for your presentation, and the template is with a lot of different layouts that are pre-configured, and there is documentation on how to set up the template, so assign the cameras and the microphone and your presentation and stuff. And then it's for professionals, so it's a little bit more effort than we would want to. And one of the people at the convention did a workshop, and he presented a setup that he's using on the road. So the problem is, of course, during the pandemic, you were at your home office, you were joining virtual presentations over Zoom or Teams or something like that, and you had a lot of space, and carrying the stuff around wasn't an issue. And now the pro speakers are going to go back on the road. They may have some gigs somewhere, and while they travel, they might want to do a quick virtual presentation from their hotel rooms, or record quick video, or do they have scheduled live stream. Maybe they have a live stream every Wednesday, and now they have a client on Wednesday, and they are in the hotel room, so they need a setup that still makes them look good and professional, but is very lightweight and can be carried around. And Joachim Simon, who did the workshop, he had a pretty interesting kit, which I ordered all the stuff already, which I will be copying with his permission and put on our website, so people can see it. And also I will adjust the virtual presentation template so that you can use the new kit also with it. So the idea is you have a laptop, a MacBook Pro or MacBook Air for live streaming. You have an iPad for your presentation, and you have a second iPad or your iPhone for controlling the second iPad for controlling the show. And then you have your iPhone, and with macOS 10 Ventura and iOS 16, Apple introduces the continuity camera, which means that if you have your iPhone logged into the same iCloud account and bring them close together, the iPhone will show up in the Mac as a camera, and you can just turn it on. So you don't have to install any additional software or run any cables or something like that. You can just use the iPhone camera as your webcam, which is stunning quality. They also add some effects like center stage, so it follows you around automatically. It uses machine learning to brighten up your face and remove the background and stuff like that. And it has a second camera also, which if you position the iPhone correctly, you can use the space in front of on the table in front of your keyboard to show stuff. So it's like a document camera that is de-skewed automatically. So if you look down, if you put something in front of you, a paper, and draw on it or something like that, people can see that as like a document camera. And Simon uses an iPad to run his presentation from, so we can use the PowerPoint or Keynote on the iPad to run the presentation that you are used to already, or you can use the iPad for other magical stuff, and I'm gonna try to do that right now. Let's switch back to our setup here, and I can show you that I have the iPad just connected here with, open that, remove the keyer, just connected through a USB cable to my Mac here, and I can now switch the clock off, switch on the camera, and you will see the document I made. I'm using Keynote for this, just because I haven't had time to look for a better one, and just removing all of that, getting back to the black background. So no, green background. Yes, green background. So that's the method. That's the method Joachim showed, is using a green background. Maybe it should be. Yeah, well, it's not exactly the green screen background, but it should work. And now I can draw on. I can draw on the slide, and of course that's fun. But wouldn't it be nicer if I would, instead of the green screen, the green background, it would be me who will be seeing? So we can add just, oops, the wrong mouse again. You can add the green screen, chroma here, and it will remove the green background. You can fiddle around a little more with it and make it so that if I add some stuff here, I can, for example, add a charts. But right now the charts look funny because I'm keying green and they contain green. So I either have to change the colors of the graph, or I have to play around a little bit with the settings for the chroma key and make it more precise, because I can see that the green is exactly here. So I can key out the correct green. And the other thing you might want to do is you might want to reduce the despilling a little bit, so that the colors come back. If we do this, maybe we can turn despilling off, because the colors are there is no spilling of green into the other colors. So yeah, so now I can create slides that are in front of me. And there's another really cool thing. If I add a text to this is another really cool. How do I add a text? Text should be here, right? Tables, graphs, geometry, images. Where's text? Einfügen. How can I add text? Interesting. How I should have used this app before. So again, no, this is not what I wanted. Oh, there's the presentation. Interesting that I can't just add text. How can I add text? Maybe I need to add an object, and then I can type into it. Yes, that's it. And now something very interesting. If I can remove the background color, let me see. Can I how can I change color and stuff? This object, I should be able to Here I can text, text file with text color is white, that's good. Do the background also, let's do no background. How can I do no backgrounds? Should be able to do no background. Okay, now I have no background. Can move the text over here, make it bigger. And now one interesting thing is I can use the dictation and just speak into it. All right, let's move it down a little bit more. And the color is wrong, of course. Should be, color should be white, text color. Why is it not? Okay. Now try that again. Now let's try that again. Okay, I think the problem is that I have to switch it to English. And how do you do that on the keyboard? Yeah, anyway, you see the point of this. It should be, okay. Where's the, where did the country settings go to? Any ideas? All right, there used to be a word button here somehow, and I could switch the word settings. Maybe I have to turn that on somewhere in the macOS set and the iOS settings. Well, anyway, you get the idea. So we have the ability to put text or graphics, or I can draw on the screen and right here. And that gives you a nice feature for your virtual presentations. And also, of course, I can just play the presentation from my slideshow. So I would, for example, have a slideshow with some points and then a blank slide with a green background that I can use to draw on. Very nice. And put text on if, for example, I collect suggestions from people. All right, so yeah, any questions? Achim says, for this kind of green screening, the chroma key basic filter is the better choice over the chroma key pro filter. Achim, next time when you're on the show, you can tell me that beforehand. Text was just there. Yes, I think I fixed that. Thank you for letting me know. On LinkedIn, Sam Downey says, great new updates to mimoLive. Oliver used to use Boinks TV and loved it. Great updates. Also come back on office hours soon to talk about the updates. I can't just walk on office hours and give an update. They have to invite you, but I can certainly suggest that it is time for an update that I can share, which I will probably do after we ship the next version, because then you can actually use the stuff. Right now, it's you can also already download the beta version, of course, minus the lookup filter. If you're interested in getting the lookup filter posted into the comments, then I will send you for a preliminary version. And I'm sure when Achim comes back from his sick leave, he will do more on this filter and fix the remaining things, and we will add some lookup tables that already do some stuff. And yeah, so let's see if we have any comments on Facebook. Oh, lots of comments. Claude, no notifications for live. Yeah, this is like this is a Facebook feature. I don't know when they send out notifications and when they don't. This changes every 10 minutes. Claude says, I love mimoLive. It's the best streaming software. Thank you very much. We love to hear those comments. Eddie Lewis, hi. I've been using mimoLive for 6 years now. Glad to hear that. Margnaut, of course I want to test the LOT beta version. Please send it to my email. I'll be happy to test it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to your comments, because you are the person who knows most about that, probably. So yeah, I always love getting feedback from experts, so we can get better over here. Any more comments? Nope. I don't see anything. If you have any more questions, let me know. On LinkedIn, the live streams are healthy. So I think I'm getting better. We're getting better with the setup. No hiccups this time. I have the playground and running on a separate computer now, using the MacBook Pro M1 Max for this layout for streaming to those 3 platforms: LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. Facebook is still somehow not working for me. I can't log in. Achim, we have to test that and see if that is related somehow to macOS Ventura, or is it a general problem right now? Somehow the login process is broken. We should have all the necessary permissions from Facebook. They change all the time, so I'm not sure if we actually do. And I'm looking a little funny because I'm switching from this side to this side, and I'm a little hectic looking around. That's because I want to see all the comments coming in, and if there are any more questions. I may want to make sure that we have answered all the questions and said hi to all the viewers. All right, I think that's it for today. Next time, I hope Achim is back with me and we can do some more back and forth and show you more more new stuff, and and so thank you everyone for joining me, and we'll talk to you again pretty soon, hopefully, in the next episode of mimoLive Workbench. Thank you very much.